My name is Ayush Kumar and my teammates are Shahbaz, Nimay and Ramya. We have done Arduino based multimeter and LCR meter as our embedded system project. Here is the simulation of our project in Tinkercad. Our project is able to measure resistance, current and voltage, and it can also measure inductance and capacitance of passive components. Now Ramya will be explaining our project.
This is Ramya, and now I'll be explaining about voltage measurement, that is the voltmeter. So the main part of the code is to convert and map the input output voltage into the displayed output voltage within the help of voltage divider equation, where V out is equal to V in into R2 by R1 plus R2, which implies that output voltage is directly proportional to the input voltage and to the ratio of R1 and R2. Here we have taken R1 and R2 to be 10K and 100K. So the ratio is in 1 is to 10. So the ratio is 1 is to 10. And we know that the Arduino ADC output value will be in the range from 0 to 1023, and maximum output in Arduino is 5 volt. So we multiply the analog input with 5 by 1024 to get the real voltage in the code, that is in the second line. And as we know, Arduino's analog inputs can be used to measure DC voltage between 0 to 5, and this range can be increased by using two resistors to create a voltage divider. As the voltage divider decreases the voltage being measured within the range of Arduino's analog input, and the analog sensor will be on the Arduino board senses the voltage on the analog pin and converts it to the digital format. Here we'll be feeding the input voltage to the analog pin A2 and we'll be using a voltage divider circuit. So with the values used in the voltage divider, it is possible to feed voltage from 0 to 55 volt, and the junction on the voltage divider network connected to the analog pin is equivalent to the input voltage divided by 11, which will be equal to 5 volt. So in other words, when measuring 55 volts, the analog pin will be at its maximum of 5 volt. So in the code at the end, we'll multiply the analog input with 5 by 1024 to achieve the real voltage value and print the voltage value on the LCD screen.
This is Shabazz Ghani, and I'm gonna talk about the current measurement, which is the ammeter part of a multimeter. So first, going on with the working, in order to measure the current, we have to first measure the voltage drop and then divide that by the resistance value. As we know, to have more current flow, we need more voltage drop across the resistor, and that voltage drop is proportional to the value of resistance. So in order to be able to measure this value with a lot more precision, we have to amplify this voltage drop. With the use of basic Ohm's law and ADC, we can reach the system design and then implement the current measurement aspect on the multimeter. So since we know Ohm's law is like current is equal to voltage drop by the resistance value. So the taking the resistance value as 100 ohm, we'll get the current as the voltage drop divided by 100. So and then for the voltage drop, we are gonna measure the difference between the analog pin A1 and A0. So after taking the voltage difference as V2 minus V1, which is basically the measured by the difference between the voltage recorded by the analog pins A1 and A0, we will get the current value in a range between 0 to 50 milliampere.
Um, my name is Nimai Krishna, and I will be explaining the ohm meter part of our project. The ohm meter part is used to measure the resistance, and the working is basically we have set up a voltage divider with the known and unknown resistors, uh, and measure the voltage between them with the Arduino. So what we do is we convert the ADC value to float voltage value, and then we will run a program that will help us to calculate the resistance using the basic Ohm's law. And we use the formula of V in upon V out minus 1, the whole multiplied to with resistance resistor 2 to get the value of R1. The resistor 1 value, we will find the resistor 1 value using this formula. So here R1 is the unknown resistance. So like similarly we can find R2 if we know R1 and we don't know R2. So if I will walk you through the system design, so it is like use of the basic Ohm's law, and we are using analog to digital converter. So the basic Ohm's law as suggests like V is equals to IR, and R1 is the unknown resistance, and R2, suppose let's take R2 for like 1 kilo ohms, or like we have taken in this our project like 1 kilo ohms. So V input is 5 volt, the maximum Arduino voltage as we know, and the V output is greater than measured by analog pin A3, blue wire. So here you can see how we can find that I is equals to V out by 1000, and how we can write it in this how we can write this as I is equals to V in by R1 plus R2. So that is equals to 5 by R1 plus 1000. Therefore, we will get the equation for R1 as 5 upon V out minus 1 multiplied by 1000. And the range, as we know, the range of this will be from 0 to infinity ohms. This is how the ohm meter is working in our project. Uh, so yes.
Thank you, Nime. And now I'll be explaining the capacitance and inductance part of our project. We can find the capacitance of the unknown capacitor by using the parameter of time constant of the capacitor. We know that the time constant of a capacitor is a time it takes for the voltage across the capacitor to reach 63.2% of the voltage when it is fully charged. We also know that the maximum voltage which we can produce in an Arduino is 5 volts. So 63.2% of 5 volts is 3.16 volt, and 648 if we convert the value into the range of ADC. Now for the working of this, we are measuring the potential of the capacitor continuously, and when the ADC value reaches 648, we will stop the timer. Uh, this time will be used to know the time constant of the capacitor, and as we know the formula, this will be recorded by the Millis API, and as we know the formula of the capacitor is equal to the time constant by resistance. So using this we are able to measure the capacitor. Now for the simulation part, if we run the simulation by entering the 4 in the remote, we can see the output. Here we can see that the output is showing as 4 microfarads, which we have set in the Tinkercad simulation. For inductance, we have made, so for measuring the inductance, we have made the circuit with a known capacitor and an unknown inductor. for which we will be measuring the value. And we know that we are providing 5 volts from the Arduino. This current is passing through the diode IN4004, and when we switch off the current source, after sufficient time the capacitor will get charged, and the current will start resonating in the circuit. We know that the diode won't let the charge escape from the circuit, and after some time resonance is achieved in the circuit. Now with the help of the formula, resonance frequency formula, we can calculate the unknown inductance, and but for that we need to know the resonance frequency. As we can see here in this formula, to know the value of resonance frequency, we are using the chip LM339. LM339 changes the wave into square wave, which can be read by the pulse in API. We use the time it takes for we use the time it takes we use the time which is given by the pulse in API, and then we get the resonance frequency from this time. We can see here in the formula, inductance is equals to capacitance into frequency into pi into 4. So from this we can get the inductance. Now we can see the simulation. We can see that it is almost showing the correct value as we have given in Tinkercad.